Hey everyone, it's Sam with Red Hills Rerun, and today I'm going to go over what sold in our store for the month of April. So let's go over some numbers. In April, we had a gross sales of $5,509, which is up 19% from 2018, April. We sold 90 items, which is up 70% from last April. And then we have an average selling price of $61, which is down 30%. So we want all those to be up since we're starting and we're always wanting to be improving. That's the goal. Let's look at the top 10 items that we sold. Okay, first up is a Vitamix 5000. We bought this at the bins for like $7, maybe less. It's like 69 cents a pound. This doesn't weigh more than 10 pounds, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, $6.90. And we sold it for $125 with free shipping. Next is a Wang Intel computer. It's a PC 240-3, vintage, definitely vintage, from the 80s, I believe. This had a special Intel chip. I think it was like a, I don't know. I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't know what it was. But it was something special. It was in immaculate condition. I got it at our electronics recycler that we buy from for maybe $20, $25, and sold it for $175 with free shipping. Next, we had a Spectra Precision laser leveler with its receiver that we've had it for almost a year, maybe like 9 months, and sold it for full asking price of $250 with free shipping. And we bought this from our electronics recycler for $20. Next, we have a Guitar Hero Les Paul receiver dongle. We bought this at the bins for maybe 5 cents, and it sold for $39.94, and we didn't have free shipping on this, so the buyer paid for expedited shipping. Next is another find that we bought from our electronics recycler, and they set aside all kind of like audio and video electronics for us, so that's great and super nice of them. Anyway, so this is a Sony STR-6065. We bought it for, I think it was like $15 or $20, untested, like we didn't plug it in there or anything to see if it worked. So I brought it back to my shop, tested all the inputs, all the outputs, and yeah, so it was not in perfect condition, like some of the capacitors need to be replaced, but when you're selling these kind of like vintage audio electronics like the receiver here, it's probably best to sell them like fully tested, or test them as much as you can by like at least plugging in some speakers, because the people who take chances on them, they want to know what they're getting themselves into. So if you let them know what they're getting themselves into and like point out all the flaws with it, then yeah, you're more likely to have a happy customer. So this customer paid almost $200 for this receiver, which is great. Next, we have a Tektronix TV signal generator, and we sold this. We didn't sell it for $525. We actually took a pretty low ball offer. It was online for maybe like 2 or 3 months. And we bought it for $25, so we took a lowball offer for $250, which is, excellent kind of ROI on that. But and we sold it as is. We just powered it on. We couldn't test it any more than just plugging it in and powering it on. So we just made sure that there are like no fans, because there's one fan right there that blew fine, there were no crazy sounds coming out of it, so that's how we tested that. And then we just made sure that there's no like air that came up on here, and it was fine. So we priced it high and took an offer of $250. Next, we have a Panasonic digital camera. This is kind of like a, I guess, more of a special Panasonic. The reason why I picked it up was it was a Panasonic. It said it was a Lumix full HD and it had a Leica lens on it. That kind of tipped me off. I was at the bins when I picked it up, and it also had a battery and a memory card in it, which I sold with the camera. And then I bought the battery charger. It was like a pack, like it came with the wall adapter and then the battery charger for like $10, maybe $8. So I got the camera for less than $1, probably 69, like, yeah, because it's at the bins, so it was less than $1. And yeah, so I have about $11 into that camera and sold it for $97.94, and they paid for shipping. And number 8 on our list is a vintage Zeos mechanical keyboard. And this keyboard is something a little more special. It's an AT connector keyboard. So what does AT mean? I don't really know what it means, but I know that that's what this connector is. So current day keyboards are USB connectors, and then before that, like from the 90s, early 2000s, they had like PS2 connectors, which are round, and then before that were these connectors. They were called AT connectors. So these are typically more like collected by keyboard collectors. And this sold for $59.99. I bought it at the bins for a couple bucks because they weigh a little bit more than normal keyboards nowadays. But it was no more than like $5. And we have another Spectra Precision thingamabob. This is, I think it's like a surveying piece of surveying equipment. I bought this at our electronics recycler. Once again, paid $20 for this one as well. Sold it for $200 with free shipping. And this one, I was able to power it on because it comes with batteries. So I was able to power it on and see like everything kind of like worked apparently. So I sold it with the caveat that it probably needs to be calibrated, and everything appears to be in good working order. So yeah, that was another great buy. I also pointed out that it looked like it had been dropped on its side, but these are pretty tough machines. Next, we sold a Magnavox DVD recorder VCR combo with its remote and a blank tape and RCA cables. So this sold for a best offer of $200. We bought it for maybe $5 or less, and we offered free shipping on this. Thanks everyone for watching, and if you appreciate my content and find it helpful, I'd appreciate a subscribe and a like, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.